Around Your World is a series of 10 short videos designed to give you a new look at your planet and some fresh insights into what Christian World Mission is all about. Welcome to Session 5, where we feature Mission Specialists.
Have you ever wondered what missionaries do all day? Well, our interviewers asked that question and received a variety of answers.
What do missionaries do all day?
A missionary is a person who helps others physically or help them believing in God.
They ask for God's help, for Jesus' help, and to guide them through spreading the Word.
Serving people and trying to teach the Word of God to those maybe that aren't fortunate enough to have access to a Bible or to a church or anything of that nature.
Assist people that need assistance.
Probably builds relationships, studies His Word, and I would hope does a lot of praying.
He would go to other places and preach about the good news about God.
Well, what do you mean by missionary specialists?
We saw those interviews with people, and they were all thinking of generalist missionaries. These are the backbone of the mission force. These are the people that go out there, they learn the language, they live with the people, and they identify with them, and they are there 24/7. But we want to talk about mission specialists. Let's think of an example here. You go to your family doctor or your general practitioner, and he knows a bit about everything. But if you have a special problem with your eye or your nose or whatever it might be, he will send you to a specialist. Now, that's the same thing in missions. We have people who specialize in certain aspects of missions, and our general missionary can send us to these specialists with questions. And here's a number of questions that you might want to ask. You may say, I need more information about the people I'm trying to reach. I want to find out what language they speak. Where are they exactly? I discovered they're in a closed country. How do I reach them? And these questions can go on. And on our website, we will point you to organizations that can answer these questions. So to look at it a different way, we're thinking about people like medical doctors, nurses, pilots, Bible translators, field recordists, educators, support personnel, accountants. These are all missionary specialists. They're computer technicians, literature distributors, well diggers, map makers, software programmers. And once again, our website can point you to opportunities in all of these directions. Now, do we have another question?
Well, my question is, how do missionaries reach people who speak other languages?
First of all, many of them do it the hard way. They go to school, they learn the language, they learn the culture, and they stay with the people. But then there are others who have to visit different groups who speak different languages, and they can't learn them all, so they might take an interpreter with them. Then we mustn't forget the Bible translators who may go to a certain tribe or language group and spend 10 years with them translating the Bible into their language. And then for those who cannot read, we have audio specialists who make recordings of the gospel message. And finally, there are literature missions that will print pamphlets in all the major languages of a country and get them to every door in that country.
I'd like to know about the people in closed countries.
That's true. There are many countries that are difficult to get into if you're trying to do mission work. But fortunately, there are organizations that have short-wave transmitters strategically placed in different parts of the world, beaming the gospel to these closed countries. And now we have satellites that broadcast to television sets in these countries, especially the Arabic countries. And then there are the audio recordings. Somebody quipped that CDs and DVDs are so thin, when the door is closed, we can slip them under the door and get them into these closed countries. And then, of course, there's the internet. And we've heard that most countries who try to restrict things have found that they cannot control the internet. And we find that there are thousands and thousands of people who download the gospel in their own language on the internet. That's it for today. Thank you for coming.
Has your concept of missionaries changed? You can find out more at yourworldfacts.net. Next time, we'll talk about some famous missionaries and how you can read all about them.
Go to our website for a closer look at what we discussed in this session, and join us for the next session as we journey together around your world.